Thursday. Okay, there's something seriously wrong. I decided to try and figure out what was going on. I knew by now this wasn't anything ordinary. I got breakfast and took a walk. I was thinking maybe I'd have time to think about it and figure out what to do. When I was walking, I stumbled across something interesting. Apparently, Albert Sandy became a paranormal investigator. I mean, it's kind of his thing, so I'm not that surprised. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to trust the kid who claimed that a man dug a hole and came out the other side in China, but if there is even a chance that he can help me find out what's going on, then I'll take it. So it turns out it's even worse than I thought. I paid a visit to Albert Sandy. I told him about how I was having dreams of people being murdered and how it happened in real life. To be honest, I half thought he wouldn't believe me, but he did. Parts of me wishes that he had just laughed me off and called me crazy because what he said didn't make me feel any better. He said, I have a demon. Albert said that demons attach themselves to specific people and cause them to have things like nightmares. He said he didn't ever see anything like this happening where they would make things happen in the real world with the nightmares. He said that demons usually just want to break people so they can possess them. Albert said that negative entities are something to take very seriously and that he had a friend who can deal with this stuff. He said he tried to get contact with him, but until then he tried to take care of it himself. He said to contact him if I had any strange dreams again and that as soon as he found out anything else he'd call me. Well, I had a strange dream. I was on an apartment balcony looking out over a river. Then I heard a scream coming from one of the apartment doors. Then a woman ran out of the apartment and stumbled onto the floor. She looked terrified. Another door opened and Albert stepped out. He asked her if she was alright and she said that she saw a demon in her apartment. Then she convulsed and blood started to leak from her eyes. Albert didn't seem to know what to do. But then he seemed to put something together and started calling my name. He told me to wake up. I couldn't, and the woman began to ooze blood from her mouth. Then the woman began to levitate. After she began to levitate, her stomach was sliced open. Eventually, after a while, she fell to the floor and went still. Then the demon appeared.
Albert Sandy Cotton Candy.
When the demon appeared, Albert began floating before he was thrown off the balcony. Ah! Then the demon looked at me before I woke up. After I woke up, I turned on the TV and sure enough, a woman was murdered at an apartment building. Furthermore, her neighbor, Albert Sandy, was missing.